But if you're banking on like actual Christmas break, forget about it. Hi people of God, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer, and it's been a minute. It's always been a minute. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, how it be. Anytime I stay in front of the camera, I just get so excited. I'm sorry. Okay, so today I decided to do something. I've been thinking, and I came to the conclusion that I'm going to be doing like some videos about like where I am. If you don't know, I'm in Tbilisi, Georgia. I'm a medical student here. And at first I didn't want it to be like that was all my channel was about, like telling you guys about like accommodation here, how it is here, blah blah blah. But I also realized that not telling you guys almost feels like gatekeeping. So I'm going to have a different playlist about Georgia. If you have any questions, you can always reach me on my Instagram. I'm going to write it down here. So you can also comment any questions, and if like a lot of people have similar questions, I'll make a video about it. But I'll try to bring more videos about where I am, how to get here. Maybe not go too in depth, because I'm sure there are people that have like that's all they're about, so they can help you better. But I'm going to try and bring like more information about it. So on that note, today we're going to be talking about so before I came here, I was in the Caribbean. I was also studying medicine. So I'm just going to give you like a few differences between the Caribbean and here. So if you were from the Caribbean as well, and there's some things you also notice that are different, you can just leave a comment below. Let's see, because I was in St Lucia, and obviously like different schools in the Caribbean are different. Even different places in the Caribbean are also different, like different ways of life, all of that. So I don't know how it was for you guys. I'm just telling you how it was in St Lucia and how it is right now in Georgia. And I'm sure there are some common things I would say like within all the islands in the Caribbean and all of that. So let's start. I'm going to put Caribbean here, Tbilisi, Georgia here. So in Caribbean, it's usually 5 years. Medicine program there is 5 years. So it's a compressed, or it's a rushed program. So instead of semesters, you have trimesters in the Caribbean. That's 3 trimesters in a year. And when I was in the Caribbean, we used to have just 1 week break, and that was it. That was literally it. So when I came here and I'm seeing people have summer, even in the Caribbean, when people are like, oh, summer break, I'm like, yeah, I can't relate. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have summer over here. So that was just something that was very different. And here in Tbilisi, Georgia, it's 6 years and it's 2 semesters a year. So you have your summer break. The only thing is there's no Christmas, like actual Christmas break here, because their Christmas is not the same. They're Orthodox Catholics, so they celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January the next year. So that's when they actually give us like a 1 week break. But if you're banking on like actual Christmas break, forget about it. We don't have it. So like me now, I have a rotation starting on the 25th gongo on the 25th of December. So they don't care about that. They really do not care about that. So yeah, moving on, the transportation system here. Okay, so in the Caribbean, transportation system, I'm sorry to say, it was whack. It was terrible. Like, okay, like you use buses and all of that to get to, like, where my school was kind of in the residential area, so you can use a bus to get into town and all of that. But here I feel like it's more structured. I mean, you have different, it is bigger. I'm not using like the size to compare, I'm just saying generally. Like here you have different buses going to different places and all of that. You have like when I don't know what they call it, yeah, but to show the number of bus and the amount of time it takes to come to where you are. So I feel like it's easier to manipulate. Like the transportation system here is easier to manipulate, and their trains, their buses as well. So whichever one you pick, use it and be going. In the Caribbean, the classes there are a fixed time. If that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is just like in Caribbean, classes were from 8 o'clock, I be 9. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 8 or 9 to 3 p.m. or 4. I think it's 8 to 3. I know I'm remembering 8 to 3. Yeah, I think it's 8 to 3. So that's just the structured time. Like all your classes are within that time frame. There's no class that's going past 3 unless they schedule something. But here, your classes can vary from like you can have a class 9 to 11, have your next class 3 to 5, sometimes have a class in the evening to 8. So it depends on your timetable. It depends sometimes on your lecturer. So if your lecturer can want to have class in the evening, maybe makeup class or something, or have class. I remember I had a class one Sunday morning, 10 to 12 or something like that. So it depends. It's not a fixed time. Next, in the Caribbean, I want to say there was no language barrier because they speak English as well. But here, the language barrier is crazy. English is not their first language. So when you're going out to places, you're trying to most times you have to ask English and they're like yes, no, and then you continue your conversation. If no, Google Translate is your friend. Google Translate is your best friend. And you have to be carrying it around because most of the time people don't know how to speak. So on to the next. Oh my god. This is so important. Like you know when they say you don't know what you have until you lose it. This next thing is a prime example. In the Caribbean, we had access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Like, I'm not saying they don't have here, but I mean, have you gone to tropic islands where all these things are like first nature, second nature? It's different. It's different. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to bash anyone, but it's different, and we all know it. We all know it. Like here, I remember when I think pineapple was in season, quote unquote. And the price, Jesus. If I see anybody in the hospital, I'll be like, oh, you got money, money. You got money. Because it's unnecessarily expensive, in my opinion. Like, why is it so expensive? See where you see plantain 5 EC, and then you're coming here to buy plantain is an arm and a leg. Oh, Jesus. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, the things you see. I mean, they have good vegetables and all that. It's just the variety, like you know how you see mango, this one, that one. You see mango here, but I'm a bit skeptical. I don't know about you. Because they don't look, maybe because I'm comparing it a lot, but they don't look succulent. Another difference in the Caribbean, international students couldn't walk. Like that was one major red flag about the Caribbean. Like international students, you can't walk, just survival or until your mama or your papa listen to you. So, but here, in as much as the job opportunities are very little, at least you can find something and do something. Yeah. Oh my god. Please don't come for me. But in the Caribbean, there are some crazy things that used to go on sometimes. Like you just be hearing, oh, they're carrying knife, just be hearing some different stories. But I feel like it's relatively safer here than in the Caribbean. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you. For all my influencing kids and kiddos. In the Caribbean, it wasn't as easy buying and getting stuff. Let's say you want to become an influencer or something, or you want to go into a certain industry, makeup, fashion, whatever. It wasn't the access to all of these things. It wasn't easy at all. Like shipping things into the island, that's what I'm talking about. Because obviously you would want to get things from other places now, explore all of that. But here, in as much as they use third-party shipping companies, you can still get things from the US, from wherever it is, UK, wherever you can. I mean, you have DHL, I think they have FedEx too. So, I mean, it could cost you a tiny bit, not a tiny bit, but it will cost you quite a bit, but at least you're still getting things. That concludes our video today. So I just wanted to give you guys like some, you know, differences between both of them, like in education and like just way of life. If you have more differences that I didn't touch on because I didn't say a lot, you can just leave them in comments below. You know, let's see some differences like in different Caribbean islands as well and all of that. But yeah, thank you for watching to the end, and please like, share, subscribe. I'll be bringing more of this kind of videos along with other things I want to explore as well. So yes, please stay tuned and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.